Shalom and blessings. Good morning, children of Yahuah and the truth. I've been having a hard time deciding which book to start with because I'm doing 3 projects at once right now. And when those other books come in, it's going to be like 4 or 5 projects that I have going. Okay, so we are on part 4 of the Action Scriptures, Yahuah's Redemptive Story. A lot is too much, based on Genesis 13. Abram has left Egypt or Mitzrayim with great wealth, but this blessing from Egypt turns out to be a curse in disguise. Sorry. Now that the tribe has tasted wealth, their old ways don't seem so great. Your nephew Lot is claiming that his family should get first choice of the riches from Mitzrayim or Egypt. In spite of the disagreements, Abram and Lot both prosper and their flocks increase. Then the fighting spreads to their workers. Make room for Lot's sheep. No, Abram is the chief. His flocks come first. When Abram hears of the quarrels, he knows he must do something. This time, Sarai, I'll handle this the way I think Yahuah would want me to. I am afraid that we must let Lot go his own way. If you are trusting the Adonai, then your plan cannot fail, Sarai said. The next day, Abram seeks out his nephew. Come with me, Lot. I have a solution to our problem. Look, Yahuah's promised land is huge. Choose where you would like to live, and I'll take what is left. That's very generous of you, uncle. I'll take the valley near the city of Sodom. That's the first page. Rescue mission, based on Genesis 14 and Hebrews 7:1-3. After the families separate, time passes and a great battle ensues. 5 kings work together to defeat Sodom, where Lot prospers. Lot is kidnapped along with his entire family. Abram, your nephew has been taken, along with all of his people and their possessions. Abram gathers all his men and goes in pursuit of Lot. He rescues everyone. King Melchizedek came and blessed Abram. Blessed be Yahuah, who helped you defeat your enemies. I'll show you both pages here. Ow, Bella, you're scratching me. Bella. Okay. Abram proceeds to give Melchizedek a portion or tithe of all that he asked later, when the king of Sodom tries to give some back to Abram. I made a promise to Yahuah that I will take nothing from you, other than what my men have eaten. Then you can never say that you made me rich. And then there's a map that shows Lot's adventure, and it shows with a yellow line the way he went. And it shows it shows where Lot was taken. I'll show you guys the map. Bella, you're going to need to sit still. Okay, so that's the first page. And then the next page is Insufficient Sons, based on Genesis 15-18. Many years pass. Abram and Sarai are now old, and they have no children. But Yahuah repeats his promise. You will have more descendants than there are stars in the Shamayim. I'm going to have to get a drink. I'm going to have to pause this. As a sign of his promise, Yahuah changes Abram's name to Abraham, which means father of many. Yahuah also changes Sarai's name to Sarah, which means princess, because she would be the mother of nations, or the mother of Gayim. But Sarah is too old to have children. Without any sons, how could Abraham's descendants be as numberless as the stars? Yahuah has promised me an heir. Perhaps this is the way, says Abraham. Maybe Yahuah just means you will have children and not me. You should take my servant Hagar as a wife. She might have a son for me. Sarai approaches Hagar with her idea to speed up Yahuah's plan. Yes, I will do as you ask. Hagar, we are ready to have... Sorry. They have it weird. They have Hagar over here. Sorry. Let me start this over. Hagar, we are ready to have a son, but I am unable to give one to Abraham. I want you to go to him. Yes, I will do as you ask, says Hagar. Remember, when you have a son, I will adopt him, said Sarai. The relationship between Sarah and Hagar changes after Hagar learns she is going to have a baby. Sarah begins to mistreat Hagar, so she decides to run away. Hagar, where have you been and where are you going? Said an angel. I am running away from Sarah. Go back and listen to Sarah. You will have a son, and you are to name him Ishmael. The Adonai has heard your sadness. You see me for who I am, said Hagar. Hagar returns and has a son. Together with Abraham, she names him Ishmael. And that's the first page there. This one. As Hagar's son Ishmael grows to boyhood, he is the center of attention throughout the camp. Both women take pride in him, but in her heart, Sarah knows that Ishmael isn't really hers. The trouble between Hagar and Sarah grows. Someday my son will rule the whole tribe. Hagar gets more sure of herself every day, Sarah says. Abraham worries about the trouble in his camp. One day, while he is resting and thinking about Ishmael, Hagar, and Sarah, he looks up. 3 strangers approach Abraham's camp. He greets them and invites them to rest and eat with him. While they are eating, one of the strangers gives Abraham surprising news. Your wife Sarah will have a son. I am too old to have children now, says Sarah. When the strangers leave, Abraham walks with them for a while. That city of Sodom is so wicked that Yahuah will have to destroy it. These must be messengers from Yahuah. They are talking about the place where Lot lives. Abraham pleads to Yahuah to save Sodom. Would you really destroy the righteous along with the wicked? What if there are even 50 good people in that city? Do they deserve to be destroyed? Yahuah agrees to save Sodom for the sake of 50 good men, but Abraham continues to bargain with Yahuah. What if there are 30 good men? Finally, he gets Yahuah to promise that the city will be saved, even if there are only 10 good men in it. And that's where he is pleading with Yahuah and making an agreement. The next section is, I usually make these videos a little shorter, but I'll read one more section out of here. Destruction of Sodom, based on Genesis 19. Meanwhile, 2 of the angels have reached Sodom, or the messengers. Abraham's nephew Lot welcomes them. You are strangers here. Come stay at my home. No, it's okay. We'll spend the night out here. Trust me, the square is not safe. There's something strange about those 2 men. They're not from here. And probably rich. Let's rob them and teach them a lesson. Later that night, the evil men gather a crowd and surround Lot's house. Those strangers, let us have them. No, don't do this wicked thing. Don't do this wicked thing. We'll do worse things to you, Lot, if you don't send them out. Just as the mob reaches out for Lot, the 2 strangers pull him inside and bolt the door. Break down the door! Let's get them! And that's what transpired at Lot's house. And that's the mob. Okay. Outside Lot's house is in Sodom. The mob goes wild. As the men push against Lot's door, the angels or the messengers, showing their power, strike the rioters blind. Help, I can't see! My eyes! Who hit me? Inside Lot's house. There are no righteous people left in this town. Run for your lives. The Adonai sent us to destroy this sinful city. My family, I must save them, says Lot. But Lot's sons-in-law only laugh when he tries to warn them. They refuse to leave the doomed city. So early in the next morning, the two messengers, or two angels, lead Lot, his wife, and their 2 daughters away. Suddenly, all Sodom bursts into flame. Don't look back at the city, or you will also die. But it's the only home I've ever known. Lot's wife stops and looks back suddenly. Looks back longingly. Instantly, she is turned into a pillar of salt. Only Lot and his 2 daughters escape Yahuah's punishment. Early the next morning, Abraham goes to the hilltop to worship and sees the thick smoke rising from the ruins of the wicked city. As surely as night follows day, destruction follows sin. O Yahuah, help me lead my people in the paths of righteousness. Okay, so next story time will be Too Many Sons, based on Genesis 21, 1 through 21. Let me see, sorry. A Father's Sacrifice, based on Genesis 22 through 23. A Wife for Isaac or Yitzchak, based on Genesis 24. And then I think that's as far as I will get. But this is a very long story, so I will be reading this for quite some time. I hope you guys are enjoying this, and I hope that the children of Yah are being able to learn more from these stories. Shalom and blessings.